Namaskaram. Welcome to day 93 of the Safe Soil Journey. So, the final day. So, today the Safe Soil Journey is culminating at the Isha Yoga Center. So, if you just consider the days where he was doing the Caribbean League and going to those nations, then actually it's more than 100 days. So, today the Safe Soil Journey is culminating at the ashram. So, those of you who can join in person, that's fine, that's great, or else you can also watch the proceedings online. And also today being International Day of Yoga, a wonderful day to just see how how yoga has actually kind of impacted so many human beings across the world from time immemorial, and also to see how we can strengthen our resolve to make this a part of our life and to strive towards our ultimate well-being. This day serves as a reminder for us all. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for all your support since these since these over 93 days. You have been consistently doing whatever you have been doing. For so many of you, it's so touching to see the kind of devotion and unwavering commitment which you have displayed. We had made a Facebook group where people were posting about the different types of sadhana which they have taken up just to save soil. Some of them are doing a painting, or a rangoli, or maybe posting on social media, or maybe singing a song, or maybe doing a video, recording, sharing something or the other. There are so many things which people have been doing for these for the whole part of this safe soil journey. And this is something a lot of people have used this opportunity, may have also used this opportunity to establish their sadhana. They may have taken up a resolve to do certain kind of sadhana every day. So whatever you have taken up, I would like to bow down to you and for your commitment, for your relentless commitment, these for the whole part of this safe soil journey. And it just feels like as if these days have just gone by so quickly, and we've just come to the final day. So this couldn't have happened without the support of so many people. And this also is a kind of a reminder that something which has been happening from ages together, even that can be turned around in a very short period of time if all of us are committed and focused towards a single thing. So this is what was demonstrated in these 100 days, because if you just see how things were before 100 days, when you ask people about soil, they hardly knew anything about soil, and they thought whether it's important or not. Maybe they had something in their mind and they knew yes it is, but they didn't really know the depth and the importance of what soil does. But now if you see almost everyone, whether it's a child or an adult or anyone else, you'll just see, if you just speak to them and ask them, do you know the importance of soil, at least they'll be able to mention few things which can convince you that yes, soil is very important and needs to be saved. So that's a huge change in just about 100 days time. So it's really phenomenal, the kind of change which this movement has brought about. And thanks to the efforts of so many millions of volunteers across the world, and each one of them, even if they have not done any program or yoga program or anything related to yoga they have done before, but at least with soil, something of yoga has definitely entered into them if they have been doing this, maybe attending an event or just watching a video or tweeting or doing whatever. So now comes the part of implementation, and this is also going to be the key, that how much we can maintain the momentum and inspire governments to take action, because this is not something which can be done overnight. So we have to continue the momentum and see how we can do whatever we can to support the ongoing implementation and inspire people to take action as what they have committed to. So I'm looking forward to things how they unfold over the next few months, and let's see how quickly we can turn this around. So that's I was also reflecting on the journey of making these videos. So if it was not for this safe soil journey, I know I wouldn't have managed to put out so much of content online. This was something which was there in my mind from a long time, to see how whatever I could think about which is useful, to just see how to make it available online for free for everyone to make use of, because not everyone comes for programs or something, but at least if it is online, they may be able to access it and benefit from it. So thanks to this safe soil movement, I have also taken this step in trying to make everything available online. So I've tried that whatever information we mention in our programs like Ahar, Dvijas especially, all these things I have tried to make it available in the safe soil journey videos in one form or the other. I've just tried to see as much as possible, at least informational wise. Experientially, experience wise, yes, there are many things which I can share about, but that's something which needs a certain atmosphere for people to be more receptive to that. But at least in terms of information, whatever I feel I could think about, I've just tried to share it in these safe soil videos. And even if I feel that there's something more which can be shared, maybe I can just even continue doing that. I can still see how I can continue the series. If there's something I feel that needs to be shared, I can always record a video and put it online. Maybe not daily, but whenever it's possible, I can even do that, or in some other form, because this is something which has inspired me after hearing from so many people how these videos have been benefiting them. So I'm thinking we should do more such content online, maybe in different forms. So I'd like to thank all of you for supporting this, and for going through the videos, for sharing, for going through the comments, and just seeing how you can implement these things. So it has been wonderful. So I'd like to thank all of you. It's really touching that how things have come forth since day one, and because of your support, so much has been achieved. Just a simple tweet which you may have done, or even just uploading on your status, just with this simple thing, maybe when you just look back after 10 years, you will see that how that little action which you took has made such a huge change in the course of humanity. So each and every person, each and every individual, we have worked towards creating this awareness and making a huge shift happen in these 100 days. And also obviously to Sadhguru, this is just unimaginable what he has done. And I don't think anyone can just ignore this, irrespective of whatever they may be having their idea maybe about yoga, but this is something they just cannot ignore, because this is something which feels like it's just humanly impossible to pull off something like this. Just non-stop, more than 600 events, continuously speaking, writing. It's just phenomenal. And I just hope we can do justice to what Sadhguru has stirred up, and we can play some part in just ensuring that this is something which is amplified and implemented, and that that his efforts they bear fruit. So I bow down to Sadhguru for all his you know efforts and his relentless commitment and dedication. I don't know how I can thank him, but at least the least which you can do is to just offer ourselves completely into seeing how we can play a part in this, and continue to support this in whatever way we can. So I hope the videos which we have been sharing so far have been useful for you. If there's anything else which you would like to share, how it was for you, whether these videos were beneficial for you, it would be nice to hear from you. And also I would like to thank all of the volunteers who are posting about their sadhana on the Facebook Safe Soil group. Maybe you are drawing something, painting something, doing a rangoli, or recording a video, or sharing, or tweeting, or whatever else which you have been done, or doing your own sadhana. I hope this helped you to establish your sadhana or yogic practices if you were doing it consistently. So whichever way it is, even if you have not done any program, I hope these 100 days have touched you and some form of yoga has entered into your life. And this is just up to us now how to nurture this and make this happen. I can just when I just look back and I see so many times it was so difficult for me to record a video and think what to share. But these 100 days I just thought that whatever happens, I somehow have taken up this commitment for soil and have to do this. So though this today is just day 93 from when it started, but if you just count the Caribbean League, then it's which started much before, then it's more than 100 days. So every single day just seeing what can be shared, and irrespective of whatever is happening, whether it's travel or this or that, just to put them out. This itself helped me break so many limitations. I was always thinking about releasing these things online, but it hadn't happened. So now even if people are not able to come for our programs, if they just see these videos, almost everything is there, covered, especially whatever we cover in the Tujas program, maybe barring the experience part, but everything else informational wise I've put this out over here. And we want people to come to programs so that we can support them to implement it. So rather than coming for information we have made it available, whether it's Ahar or Dvijas or whatever programs we have been doing. We wanted to see if we can make all the information available publicly for free, so that at least people they have access to the information, and people who are looking for support to for more support to help implement this, and also for inspiration, then structured programs can be very beneficial. So that's how we want things to be, that people come to programs more for that. And information wise, no one is kind of left behind, and everybody has all the tools necessary to implement. So I hope these videos will be useful in that regard. I also thought that in today's video we can cover about something which has been very significant for me, and which I hope will benefit many of you as well, which is using the consecrated tools given by Sadhguru for our well-being. So as you know, the term consecration is something like energizing. So it's like what Sadhguru says, that if you happen to visit the Isha Yoga Center or a temple or a powerful temple, you'll see that there's certain energy or quality about that space which kind of stirs you up. You kind of notice this the moment you step inside a temple or the Isha Yoga Center. So this is happening only because that space has been consecrated or energized in a certain way. So consecration is that science of doing this. It's like turning a stone into a divine form. This is something which is possible. You may be wondering, why so many devotees, they just bow down before a stone, or whatever else you may think about it. But even this stone can be a doorway to the divine if this is energized or consecrated in a certain form. And if this is consecrated or energized in a certain way, then this is something which can transform the space around and for people who come in touch with it. So consecration is that science. And Sadhguru has mentioned before that it is his wish that he can consecrate the whole planet, so that no one lives in an uncared for space. Everybody has the privilege to live in a space which is energized or consecrated or cared for. So to this effect, Sadhguru has created a lot of tools like yantras, etc., which one can keep at their own homes or offices or factories or whatever, and benefit from being in an energized or consecrated space. So there are tools like this. For example, you may have come across Sadhguru Sannidhi, or the Linga Bhairavi Yantras, or the Devi Gudi. So like this, there are various tools which are available. So for example, the Sadhguru Sannidhi is a certain yantra where it's something which if you just keep at your home or your office, then there's a certain radius around that space which will get consecrated, and one can feel the difference if one just steps into it. So this is something I have kept at my home since last 3 years, and it has definitely transformed the space. It has made it more conducive, and even people at home, it has changed them in some way, because now they are more receptive towards yoga also. And at least that element of devotion I can see very apparently that this has happened because of the Sadhguru Sannidhi. And also, if you have children at home, it is a wonderful opportunity for them to grow up in a consecrated space, which will make a big difference in the way their intelligence levels are, and the way how open and how willing they become. So creating a home which is consecrated is definitely something which is very beneficial. So Sadhguru Sannidhi is one such tool. There's just a few simple instructions which you need to take care of on a daily basis, like lighting a lamp, or maybe offering some flowers, and doing some particular ritual at a certain frequency. Like for Sadhguru Sannidhi, it's every Paurnami, Amavasya, and every Monday certain things need to be done. So this is something which will establish the commitment in you as well, and it's very simple for you to take care of this. So you can look it up. You can even visit someone's home where they have this Sadhguru Sannidhi and experience the space. See how it is for you when you just spend time over there. Similarly, there is something called as Linga Bhairavi Yantra. So that's also something which you can experience. You can visit someone's home where they have a yantra installed. There are different types of yantras like Avigna Yantra and other Devi Yantras. So you can see that if you keep this yantra at your home, it can also accelerate your material well-being, physical and material well-being. So why Sadhguru created these yantras? He mentioned that if these aspects, if the material aspects of life are achieved easily, if these things are expedited, then people can look for their ultimate well-being much faster. Otherwise, most of us, we are just concerned about how to gain more material wealth. But if these things happen quickly, then this is something which we can long for. Our ultimate well-being, it becomes much more easier for us to focus on that. So these yantras are a step in that direction. So if you can visit someone's home where they have a yantra installed, you can see this firsthand, how just being in that space can be transformative, and even hear from their experiences how it has benefited them. So yantras are another way to do this. You also have Devi Gudi, which is a miniature form of the Devi temple, which is consecrated. So that's something you can do. There are also rituals where someone from the ashram comes and they kind of do a certain ritual which can help consecrate your home. Like if you are inaugurating a home, like housewarming ceremony, etc., then you can make use of these rituals where you can consecrate or re-energize your home. So that's also something which you can do. So like this, there are various things, elements of consecration which Sadhguru has introduced, which one can benefit from. There are also like something like Dhyanalinga Yantra, where you can keep this yantra or form at your home, and that can also create a conducive space for yad sadhana. So if you keep any of these yantras at home, you will see that it will be very supportive for your sadhana and change the atmosphere at your home, so that it can also help everyone else at home, and you can benefit by working towards your ultimate well-being. So please see how you can learn more about this. I'll share the links in the description. Those of you who have any of these yantras at home, if you could please share your experience, how it has been for you keeping this at home, whether it's the Sadhguru Sannidhi or the Linga Bhairavi Yantra or the Devi Gudi, or if you have done or maybe the pendants or the Dhyanalinga Yantra, any of these consecrated items, if you have at home, and how you have been benefiting from it, if you can share, it'll be wonderful. For myself, I just have the Sadhguru Sannidhi and the Devi Gudi, and it has been really wonderful for me just keeping them at home, and it has been transformative in many ways. So it will be also nice to hear from all of you how your experience has been. So look forward to hearing from all of you. So please share if you have experienced or have been using any of these for your ultimate well-being. Namaskar.